first. Mill Creek just running onto the field here. Looking at Mill Creek's roster, a lot of talent. You got many commitments as well as offers. You got Colin Williams going to Southern Illinois, Ronald Clark going to Appalachian State, Parker Roble going to Air Force, and then a lot of other guys with scholarship offers from different colleges. So a lot of talent for Mill Creek.
Their starting quarterback will be senior Thurman Harris. Peachy Ridge will be Kyle Kingsbury, the junior.
Just looking at the quarterback matchup, Kyle Kingsbury been splitting time recently with sophomore Nick Best at the quarterback position. He's looked poised. Early on in the year, he looked extremely poised in the pocket. O-line's been doing their job. He's been knocked down just a few times this year. Overall, does a good job.
I got to say the line's really improved from last year. Barely getting touched back there most of the time.
Absolutely. Last year, that was a big point of emphasis for Stansel. Lots of sacks. Run game wasn't very lethal. But this year, much improved, like you just said. So we're just set to kick off here. Mill Creek will kick off. Back deep for the Lions will be number 21, Brandon Wright, number 2, Taurus Bowie, and number 1, Justin Brown.
So I would say tonight probably the Lions' key factors in winning is probably they got to be able to finish drives and they got to get that pass rush going. They got to shake up this quarterback and not give him time to pocket. And they just got to be finishing drives, scoring points.
So it'll be number 31, Brock Palergino. Excuse my pronunciation there. And we're away here. It'll be Taurus Bowie with a fair catch, and that will bring the ball out to the 20-yard line.
It looks like Kyle Kingsbury will be back in the pocket to start off.
And he will be accompanied in the backfield, but that's number 4, Brandon Cade, getting a steady dose of the carries after Ashton Turner went down with an injury last week.
Really showed out yesterday, too. Showed that he can, not yesterday, last week. And really filled that role real well.
Showing he can carry the load. And he will get the opening handoff here. And he will plow through for a solid, looks like, 7-yard gain on first down.
As usual, Coach Stansel trying to show off that running game and establish it early so he can sling out the screen passes after.
Absolutely.
It's like, too, something they don't do a lot. They have a H-back in instead of a tight end. Peachy Ridge, number 16, Seth Bennett.
Out to Kyle's right is Michael Hernandez. Down below is Jemayu Williams and Taurus Bowie, it looks like. And he will go to Jemayu Williams, and that'll be good enough for a Peachtree Ridge first down. So solid opening up with 2 plays right there. Positive yardage on both. One thing that Stansel's chirped on a lot recently or early on in the year was penalties, really just hurting ourselves with penalties. Last week at Mountain View, they cleaned that up a decent amount, looking to just ride that into this week.
A lot of motioning early on for Peachy Ridge.
Will be Brandon Cade. Not much doing there up the middle. Good for maybe a yard, probably nothing. That'll bring up 2nd down and 10 for the Lions.
So check out the H-back and put in the tight end, number 12, Paul Davis.
That was number 23, Miles Jackson, right there on the stop for Mill Creek. Miles Jackson. Multiple offers from Georgia Tech, Temple, Illinois, Kansas, Kansas State. Very talented young man. Senior defensive end there for Mill Creek. So we have Kingsbury with Cade still in the backfield. Kingsbury will drop back. It'll be a little shovel to Brandon Cade. And that'll be good enough for about 3 yards. Check that, 4 yards. That'll bring up 3rd down and 6.
Little shovel pass up the middle there. Way to call Kingsbury to stay in there and make sure he gets that shovel pass off.
So first 3rd down of the game here for this Mill Creek defense. We'll see if Coach Stansel can draw something up to convert.
They got trips on the left side.
And then a lone receiver up top. No motion, Brandon Cade out.
Michael Hernandez on a curl here.
Kingsbury drops back.
Yep.
Nice little stick route. And it looks like he will be just short. We'll see. They might measure it. Oh, they will give him the 1st down, as a matter of fact.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Wow. So a nice spot. Very generous spot by the refs there, and that'll be good enough for a Lions 1st down. So 1 for 1 so far tonight on 3rd down conversions, which is a good sign for Peachtree Ridge.
Michael Hernandez is really just such a great route runner.
Absolutely.
Especially those curl routes, just ready to break down and change directions.
Not the fastest guy, not the biggest guy, but he can find space. That's all you're looking for as a quarterback. They'll send Brandon Wright in motion. They'll give it to Brandon Cade again. He finds the middle. There he goes. 40. 2 defenders behind him. 30. 20. And it looks like he will go all the way. Brandon Cade. Touchdown Lions. Huge run by Brandon Cade right there.
That's the need right there. Score some touchdowns. Put some points on the board.
Looks like a 58-yard rushing touchdown by Brandon Cade right there. Holds us open up through the middle, and he hit it, and he was gone.
What a great run right there.
Great job by the O-line as well to open up that hole. Doesn't need a whole lot of space to squeak through. Huge opening drive there for the Lions. And it will set up for the extra point here. It will be Albert Jang on to attempt it. He is committed to Army to punt. Holds good, kick is up, and kick is good. So the Lions lead 7-0 here. We'll step away with 9 minutes and 14 seconds left in the 1st quarter. Your score is Peachtree Ridge 7, Mill Creek 0. All right, we're back here. Peachtree Ridge set to kick off. Back deep for Mill Creek is number 20, Parker Roble, and number 4, Kamari Glover. Here we go. Albert Jang set to kick it off. And it looks like it will be through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Just got a cannon for a leg.
So we'll get to see Mill Creek set up shop here for the first time at their own 20-yard line. And it will be sophomore Thurman Harris at the helm, it looks like. So underclassmen winning the job.
So sophomore quarterback, underclassmen, you got to get back there and rush them tonight. That's how they win.
So Harris, it'll be a handoff. That's number 1 on the carry, Chancellor Lee Parker. And he spin moves, makes a couple men miss, and it'll be Jalen Lee who drags him out of bounds after an 11-yard gain.
He's got a tackle there.
Absolutely, got to wrap up when you can. Lee Parker looking like a shifty back already.
So Mill Creek is a very, very big offensive line. Looks like they can see if they can get some movement up Peachtree Ridge.
They have wide receivers Tim Page and Kamari Glover. bottom of your screen. And it looks like it will be false start. Yes, false start Mill Creek, so that'll back them up.
False start penalty against Mill Creek. Penalty moves the ball back to the 26-yard line. It'll be first and 15.
So after a positive opening play right there for the Hawks, moving backwards a little bit. Now first and 15 from their own 26-yard line. We'll fake the handoff. Looking deep for Parker Roble. Corey Collins right there for the
Kicks it
interception. Number 13. There goes Corey. He's got a little bit of open field to the 50-yard line, and he will scramble out of bounds right past the 50-yard line. Big play right there for the Lions. Looks like they might have gotten their feet tangled up.
This is the Mill Creek wide receiver just tripped up there on his own feet. Good no call by the referee.
That's senior cornerback Corey Collins right there, making a great play. Finding the ball.
Let's see if they can capitalize here. Something they've been struggling with the past few seasons, capitalizing on turnovers and finishing drives.
So this would be huge for the Lions to go up 2 scores here. Put some points on the board if they can. So it's Kyle Kingsbury again. Cade in the backfield, it looks like. Got Jamiah Williams down below with number 6, Elijah Rankin. Michael Hernandez also in the slot. That'll be Kingsbury. That's a pass intended for number 6, Elijah Rankin. It's off of his hands. Bring up 2nd down and 10 for the Lions.
Now look for them to slow down a little bit here, maybe run a few up the middle just to reestablish that running game again. Maybe swing it out for a screen pass. They do load the box a lot. Mill Creek.
Listen, Rankin in motion. It'll be Cade on the handoff. He'll bounce it out wide. Lose a couple tacklers, but then is wrapped up there after a gain of about 2 yards. That'll bring up a 3rd down and 8 for the Lions.
They check in the tight end, Paul Davis, for 3rd down.
21, Brandon Wright will check in as well. We'll see what Stancil draws up here.
That's what you got to look for right now. You got to look for Michael Hernandez or Brandon Wright. Those are your 2 go-to guys on 3rd down.
Absolutely. Lions 1 for 1 on 3rd downs tonight.
There's a lineup in bunch here on the left side.
Kyle Kingsbury dropping back. He will find Brandon Wright, and it's dropped. It would not have been good enough for a 1st down regardless, as there was a defender right there. That'll bring up 4th down and 8. And we'll get to see our first look at number 19, Albert Jang, on to punt.
Back deep, we got 20.
That's the Mill Creek number 20, Parker Roble.
Okay, come on.
So Albert Jang on to punt. Back deep for the Hawks is number 20, Parker Roble. High deep kick, and it will be fielded.
Oh, looks like he muffed it.
And he muffed it. Ball scrambling out of bounds. And, it looks
And
like
they get it.
Will
Hughes
fall
Reed
on
gets it.
Huge special teams play there by
Number 24, Justin Thomas with the recovery on the muff punt.
huge special teams play right there. That gives the Lions great field position. 1st and goal at the 10-yard line. Offense right back out there.
Justin Thomas showing great effort to get after that, pushing a guy out of the way to get to that ball.
Now it looks like they're going to run some sort of a big package up front with Jalen Lee in there.
The jumbo package right here.
Typical defensive end, and looks like he'll block.
You got their big quarterback too,
Looks like they're going.
Colby.
Package back there, 99 in the backfield.
They will run behind Jalen Lee, and that will go for nowhere. Maybe lost a yard.
Direct snap to number 9, Kobe Calhoun.
So that'll bring up second down and goal from the 11-yard line.
Braden Dudley on the stop for the
So you got Jalen Madden in place of Caleb Franklin, as Caleb Franklin had a wrist injury. And jumbo package.
That's 2 turnovers now for Mill Creek. Really looking to capitalize on that. Such great field position. Jalen Lee's still in there to block, it looks like. It looks like they'll go a pass. It's incomplete, overthrown. Looks like it was intended for number 98.
Lonte Burley.
Excuse
me, 89.
Check that. Lonte Burley.
It's a little bit of tugging there. Maybe a pass interference call, but no flags in the field.
Overall good coverage, double coverage down the field. That would have had to have been a perfectly thrown ball.
Just missed it.
So third down and goal from the 11-yard line. Kyle Kingsbury back in at quarterback with Brandon Cade to his right. We'll send a man in motion. And it looks like there might be a false start on Peachtree Ridge.
You got to get rid of the mental
There will
mistakes.
be. So after having first and goal at the 10-yard line, Peachtree Ridge will be looking at a third and goal from the 16. Not exactly what they plan on doing here after the muff punt.
You're going against a team like Mill Creek, you got to minimize mental mistakes like that.
Absolutely. Santos on the sideline shaking his head.
Keep an eye on Michael Hernandez on the slot on the right side.
I think Mill Creek might have jumped a minute. Should be Kyle. Big ones. He got a guy. Michael Hernandez just overthrew him.
Missed him.
He had him open. Michael had a step. Just overthrew him off his hand. So we will see the field goal unit here from Peachtree Ridge. Albert Jang in to kick.
Had him open there, just barely missed him.
With number 13, Corey Collins, holding number 19, Albert Jang.
This will be number 13, Corey Collins, who just had the interception earlier in the game, holding, and number 19, Albert Jang, on to attempt the field goal. Kick is up, and it is good.
Good.
That's a confidence boost for Albert Jang, who has been struggling this year with field goals a little bit. So good to get points off of the Muffs kick. So your score with 6 minutes and 50 seconds left in the first quarter. Peachtree Ridge 10, Mill Creek 0. We'll step away. So Albert Jang set the kick off here. Short kick, line drive. It is fielded. Taken out to the 20, across the 25. Makes a man miss. He cuts back. That's number 20. Lots of open field. 40, 50, 40. Albert Jang, one man to beat, and he will make the tackle. That's number 19.
Big tackle
Albert
with
Jang
number
right
19,
there.
Albert Jang there. Way to save it.
That is number 20, Parker Roble on the return.
So I got to test the defense a little bit, see if they can battle like that adversity right here.
Big response by Mill Creek right there after going down 10-0 early. Really needed that special teams play.
So right there, turn that special teams, you got to fill your lanes correctly. It's another mental mistake by the Lions.
This will be our second time seeing Harris. We'll have Chancellor Lee Parker in the backfield with him. And Lee Parker will get the handoff, it looks like. He'll bounce it out, lots of room. And that'll go for about 12, 13 yards, it looks like.
Number 1, Chancellor Lee Parker on the carry for Mill Creek.
Mill Creek moving the ball well. Just that one interception. Looks like they'll try to go hurry up here. Harris will snap it, give it to Lee Parker again. Not much doing there up the middle though. Gain of about 2.
And number 1, Chancellor Lee Parker. Number 27, Nehemiah Lanianu on the stop for the Lions. The game of a couple going to bring up 2nd down and 8 for Mill Creek.
Second down and 8 here. Lee Parker still in the backfield. And they'll give it to him again. Not much doing there. Great play. There's a flag on the play, though. We'll check the flag.
Jalen Lee just really pushing that guy, the blocker, back into the running back right there. Tackling him with his own man.
Jalen Lee, senior on this defense. Big leader, big body up front. You can always count on him to go make a play. We'll check the flag. It will be holding against Mill Creek, so that'll back him up. Took a couple penalties now for Mill Creek. A false start on their first drive, and now a holding call. Backing them up. Self-inflicted wounds right there. Oh, okay, so it looks like PRHS declined the penalty of holding. So instead of a 2nd down and what looks like an 18, they will choose to roll the dice on 3rd down and 9. 3rd down and 10, check that.
I like that there. That's a good decision by Coach Stancil.
I do too.
Make
Big
it
trust in
3rd
your
down.
defense.
'Cause, I mean, it's still going to be field goal range with the holding penalties. Now it just gives them one last down.
Absolutely. And you trust your defense here to keep it in front, keep everything in front of them.
Yeah.
Wrap up well. So first 3rd down here for the Mill Creek offense. We'll see what they do. Harris back. It'll be a little screen pass, tips, and incomplete. So that'll bring up 4th down and 10. And it looks like we will see the field goal unit for Mill Creek.
It's the kicker, Brock Pellegrino. Jr., number 31.
That'll be number 11, Tim Page on the hold. First field goal attempt for him on the night. Be a 37-yard field goal attempt. Snap, good hold. Ball is up. It's blocked.
It's blocked.
That's number 1, Justin Brown. Picked up and run a little bit. That's blocked. That's 2nd blocked field goal / PAT by Justin Brown right there off the edge.
Another big play by PRHS. See if they can keep it going, keep the momentum going, score some touchdowns.
Huge special teams right there. Justin Brown right there, fundamentally sound on the outside as a cornerback typically, and on special teams often. Not the biggest guy, he's not going to blow you away on paper, but he plays with a lot of heart. You see right there, getting around the edge to block that field goal.
They really showed off the speed there, jumped the snap count.
So it'll be Kingsbury again. They'll send Williams in motion. It'll give hand off to Cade. Looks like a flag on the play.
Probably some holding. Yeah, looks like holding on the offense.
Yeah, typically what you see on those run plays up the middle. So many
So being a
up
tackle
there.
there, it's when it's probably it was a designed outside run there. It's like when he cuts back inside, you know, you're already going to the outside, so you can't really anticipate when he's coming back. So I mean, it's hard to avoid holding in those situations. So now we've seen them kind of establish the running game here. Maybe see some screen passes slinging out to your playmakers.
So that'll bring up first down and 19 for the Lions. It looks like we'll have a false start penalty. But they just keep moving backwards, Coach Stansel, in disbelief.
Another mental mistake by the Peachtree offense.
So after the huge special teams play, Ridge just moving backwards here, hurting themselves.
Like third and about 25.
First and a mile. 24.
Which means plenty of room to run your offense.
Absolutely. The whole field to work with right here.
So bringing the H back, Seth Bennett again.
I'll send Michael Hernandez out wide.
I think Stansel likes the one-on-one matchup out here with the freshman Caleb Downs on the junior number 14, Michael Hernandez.
It looks like Coach Stansel will take a timeout here and talk things over after the couple of penalties. So we'll step away with 4 minutes and 23 seconds left in the first quarter. Your score is PRHS 10, Mill Creek 0. And we're back here. First down and 24 for the Lions after the blocked field goal by Justin Brown. Cade in the backfield. Might see a screen here. Sends Seth in motion. Looking for Michael Hernandez over the top, and it will be overthrown.
A lot of contact there. These referees not throwing pass interference on either side.
They're letting him play there. Nothing too egregious, it looks like.
But you gotta like a referee when it's equal on both sides. You gotta like not throwing the flag there.
Absolutely. As long as you're keeping it equal.
Good no call.
So after the incompletion, that will bring up second down and 24 for the Lions. From their own 15-yard line. Not an ideal down and distance, but we'll see what Coach Stansel draws up here. He'll swing it on a little screen route. Brandon Katie's got a lot of room ahead of him. There he goes. He's plowed out of bounds around the 30-yard line, so he'll make up the penalty yardage right there and set up a manageable third down.
So we get just to the first stick. A third and about 8.
Saw a misdirection there by the Lions offense. Brandon Cade sprinting out left.
See right here around Coach Stansel, I'm going to put trips on the right side and see if I can sling a screen pass to Brandon Wright. Give him the ball and let him make some plays.
It looks like they might be leaving Michael Hernandez out on an island. That's the linebacker comes over.
Yeah, watch the one-on-one here.
So we'll send Brandon Wright in motion. And a flag is called.
Penalty flag for the snap.
Delay game on
Delay game penalty
the offense.
Peachtree Ridge.
And that's 3 penalties now on this Lions offense just in this sequence alone. So third and 9 will now become a third and 13. Third and 8. Now become a third and 13.
So maybe not looking for the screen pass now. Maybe just try to isolate Michael Hernandez like they're doing and get him a one-on-one matchup. Throw him a fade.
It's a dangerous receiver down there by himself. You know, fired over the middle. A little stick route.
Now that's got to be a flag right there. Hit him before the ball got to him. You can't do that. That's got to be a pass interference flag right there.
No flag is thrown though, so it will bring up fourth down and 13 for the Lions. We will see number 19 Albert Jane in on to punt again. First punt was a great one, high, far, and it was muffed. And we'll send number 20 out there, Parker Roble, to field the kick. Mill Creek, a little bit of pressure. It'll bounce, and it will be fielded by Parker Roble, and he's slinged down. That's number 24 right there.
Great
Justin
tackle by
Thomas.
Justin Thomas.
Great special teams play right there. So Lions special teams looking good. Definitely a highlight of the night for them thus far.
That's the way you can win games right there, just showing up on special teams. A lot of people don't account for it, but then if you can make some plays on special teams, you can win some games.
Absolutely. So we'll see Harris again out on the field. He'll start at his own 35-yard line with Chancellor Lee Parker in the backfield with him.
It's like Peachtree Ridge loading the box, slanted towards the right side.
Trying to make Harris beat him with his arm. It'll be a little handoff in around.
For gain about 4.
Roble, who just fielded the punt.
Number 33, Carlos Fuller with the tackle. That guy Carlos is really big on work ethic in the weight room. Always pushing people, always trying to make everyone better.
Positive gain right there for Mill Creek on first down. Bringing up a 2nd down and 6. They'll send a man in motion again. This time they'll give it to Lee Parker in the backfield.
Man,
He
met
is
right at
stopped
the line.
immediately. And it looks like number 27, Nehemiah Lonanu.
Jalen Lee taking that tackle and forcing him back, not giving him anything on the edge.
Big bodies up front there for Ridge. Really winning it in the trenches, I'd say, thus far, both on the offensive and defensive side of the ball.
Definitely.
Not backing down whatsoever. It'll be Harris on 3rd down and about 5. Slant right over the middle, and he got Rabel. Check that Roble on the catch.
And the interior defensive line, too, doing great with the absence of Caleb Franklin. Yeah, with his wrist, he's out with a wrist injury.
So with the completion to Roble, that will be good enough to move the chains right there for Mill Creek. 1st down and 10. It'll be Lee Parker on a little in around again. He's got a lot of space, lots of speed right there. And he does stay in bounds, and it looks like he will. Touchdown, Mill Creek. It's like cornerback Corey Collins right there just kind of tried to push him out of bounds, but he managed to keep his balance and stay
Tie ropes on the sideline stayed in.
bounds. So
now we're going to learn something again about this Peachtree Ridge offense, see if they can come back and go score a touchdown, keep their team, keep the score where it is.
Corey Collins being talked to right now by a coach on the sidelines. So it'll be Brock Pellegrino in to attempt the extra point. And it's up, and it's good.
Justin Brown almost getting back there again. Such a fast athlete.
Absolutely. So we're still in the first quarter here, just under a minute and a half to play. Your score, Peachtree Ridge 10, Mill Creek 7. We'll step away. Mill Creek set the kick away here after the touchdown run by Lee Parker. Looks like it will be Taurus and they will rule that a touchback. So we'll see the Lions offense out here after the Mill Creek touchdown, setting up shop, 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line.
Looking for a real big play here if you're Peachtree Ridge. See, now he's probably going to start with the screen passes. That's really been their bread and butter this year.
Kate up there in the backfield again. He's been a heavy-duty back thus far for Ridge.
Try to get him off sides there.
Check back to the sidelines. Coach Stansel and Coach Myers out there signaling in plays. They'll send a man in motion. They'll give it to him. That's number 6.
And it looks like holding
Elijah
on Peachtree
Rankin on the
Ridge.
end around. Not much doing there.
This will be a flag. Will be holding on Peachtree Ridge right here. The freshman Caleb Downs, number 42 on the stop.
Holding. Peachtree.
Looks like a hold on Peachtree Ridge.
Quit. Thank you, babe.
So that penalty will push the Lions all the way back to what looks like the 8-yard line.
It's like once again, penalties hurting the offense a lot for Peachtree Ridge.
Setting them back. It's like an 11-yard penalty right there. That'll be Kingsbury dropping back. A little shovel pass, and it's intercepted right there. They try to go the little shovel pass, and that's number 57 from Mill Creek, Tyler Reed. That worked earlier in the game. Jumped right there by the defensive line. And that's a touchdown for Mill Creek. Back-to-back scores within 15 seconds.
I didn't see anybody around that pitch other than the shoot for number 4.
With number 11, Tim Page. Holding number 31, Brock Pellegrino.
So we'll see number 31, Brock Pellegrino again to attempt the extra point. Good snap, good hold, up, and it is good. So, only 10 seconds since the last score update. Your score is Mill Creek 14, Peachtree Ridge 10. We'll step away. And we're back after Mill Creek's second touchdown within the past 30 seconds. Just over a minute to play here in the first quarter. Mill Creek 14-10. Right now up on the Lions. And it is returnable here as Taurus Bowie on the return. Looks like he'll be pushed out across the 25-yard line. Taurus, quarterback last year for the Lions, turned into a wide receiver this year. Very versatile, athletic athlete.
That could be a flag again on Peachtree Ridge.
Looks like either holding or blocking the back. We'll check the call. We're going to find out a lot here about this Lions offense. First time they're down in the game, see how Kyle can respond.
It's a big discussion with the referees here.
I don't know exactly what they're deliberating about.
to go over there. No, they're going to go to place up north.
So the call will be personal foul against my bad, Mill Creek.
I like how you guys matched today.
Oh yeah. You know, we gotta wear a uniform.
Personal foul penalty against Mill Creek.
The call is actually against Mill Creek. Personal foul. So move the lines up a bit. You see refs currently marching the ball forward.
Puts the ball at the
They will set up shot
42-yard line.
at
Gives the Lions a first down.
42-yard line. So great field position for Kyle right here to respond. 58 seconds left to go in this first quarter. Brandon Cade in the backfield with him. He'll send Brandon right in motion. It was a fumble. Brandon Cade. Ball is still on the ground and it's recovered by Mill Creek. That's
Yet another
23.
mental mistake.
Miles Jackson on the recovery. Been calling his name a lot tonight. Guy that's got some offers from Georgia Tech, Central, Illinois. Great body up there for Mill Creek. The defense goes right back out on the field here.
Peachtree Ridge 43-yard line.
Not exactly what the Lions were looking for. So it's Harris with Lee Parker in the backfield. Harris searching. He's got, looks like he'll pass for Roble up top. Justin Brown on the coverage, and they will call that pass interference.
Pass is intended for number 20, Parker Roble.
Pass interference. Justin Brown right there. Never turned back to find the ball with his head, and 9 times out of 10, if you don't see that, and you're up on the guy, they're going to call you for PI.
Pass interference against the defense. The penalty moves the ball to the Peachtree Ridge 28-yard line, where it will be 1st and 10 for Mill Creek.
So after the penalty, it'll be 1st down and 10 for the Hawks on Peachtree Ridge 28-yard line. They'll give it to Lee Parker right there up the middle, and he is hit hard. That defensive line is still doing a great job up there. Not allowing that running game to gain much traction.
Number 94, Jacob Allen, along with number 27, Nehemiah Lanianu, on the stop for Peachtree Ridge. He gained a 3.
Peachtree Ridge really winning in the trenches here.
From the Lions, 25-yard line.
Once again, they need to get some pass rush going. Stop letting their quarterback sit back there for so long.
Looks like Mill Creek will let the clock drain out here in the first quarter. So after one, your score is Mill Creek 14, Peachtree Ridge 10. We'll step away. All right, and we're back to open up the second quarter here.
It's like a
Little
jet
end
sweep to
around
the left.
Parker Roble again, it looks like. That'll be good enough for about 4 yards.
Hill goes to number 20, Parker Roble. Number 11, Jalen Lee with the tackle for the
Tackle
Lions.
made by number 11, Jalen Lee. We're calling his name a lot tonight.
The game
Boys are.
46 brings up second down and a long 4 for Mill Creek.
Good luck in college.
So we'll bring up 3rd down and a long 4 from Mill Creek right here. Lions defense desperately need to get a stop here and force a field goal attempt by the Hawks. Lee Parker in the backfield. Harris will swing it out to him. And he makes a man miss, but holding will be called right there. That's number 7, Connor Bell, wide receiver. That one will be coming
There
back.
it's goal, but it's coming back. Yeah.
Pretty clearly, when you're out there on an island like that, easy for the ref to see.
Yeah.
Coming back. Holding.
So number 94, Jacob Allen, almost got a hand on that ball. So it'll be 3rd and extra long.
So after 3rd and 4, they're looking at about 3rd and 16.
Here, if I'm probably going to send one of my linebackers on the edge and try to get some pass rush here. Don't let the wide receivers get time to get down the field.
Right here in the secondary, you just want to keep everything in front of you.
Needs
Don't
to be in
let
front of the
anybody over
sticks.
your head. Compact package right here. They'll send Robo in motion. They'll fake it to him. Swings out, and he's right there.
Looks like he might have picked that off, but the referee says no.
Incomplete. High throw right there. So kind of in no man's land right here for Mill Creek, bringing up a long, long field goal if they were to attempt that, but a punt is also not ideal right here. We'll see what they
It's
decide
the
to
place
do.
kickers coming in. Brock Pellegrino.
It looks like they will punt right here.
Looks like they will punt. Yeah. That's a long field goal for high school.
It looks like Peachtree is going to play it safe. Nobody
Not
back
even
there.
sending it back there, yeah. Looks like that will go. It's about the 1 yard
Wow.
line. Great punt. Good coverage.
Great special teams play right there by number 2, Noah Fairclough.
Peachtree will have the 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Looks like they're going to say touchback. Big break for Peachtree Ridge there.
Huge break. So after a great special teams effort right there, they did rule a touchback. So Kyle Kingsbury will set up shop at his own 20-yard line. They'll send Seth Bennett in motion. And we'll check.
It's a false start. I don't know where that's coming from. I didn't see any movement up front.
Before the snap,
Just another mental mistake.
false start penalty goes against Peachtree Ridge.
Coach Stansel in disbelief on the sidelines.
Need a big play here for Peachtree Ridge.
Brandon Cade in the backfield. They'll give it to him on a little handoff, and that is stuffed immediately. Nothing doing there.
Number 4, Brandon Cade on the
Swarm of Hawks right there to meet Cade in the backfield.
Number 36, R.J. Smith. Number
Especially like the entire D-line was back there.
in on the stop for Mill Creek.
R.J. Smith, the lead linebacker, made first contact with him.
It's like a perfectly read play right there.
Down
Yeah.
17 for Peachtree Ridge.
It's like the H-back will check out and Brandon Wright will check in. So they got Michael Hernandez on an island on the left side.
Up top. Maybe be looking this way right here. He'll fake it to right. Pressure immediately. And that is almost picked off. Dangerous throw right there by Kyle Kingsbury. That's number 2. Noah for cloth.
Kingsbury's pass intended for number 4, Brandon Cade. Nearly intercepted by number 2, Noah Faircloth. It's going to bring up third down and 17 for the Lions.
I'll bring up third down and 17 for the Lions. Right here, you don't want to try anything too cute. Give yourself a chance to punt it away.
And certainly not a turnover.
Certainly not a turnover.
So to have Michael Hernandez in the slot there, you don't see him there a lot. Now I'll be lining, looks like the freshman Caleb Downs will be lining up on him, now backing out.
No one off the edge right there to cover number 42. That'll be Brandon Cade.
Pass is complete to number 4, Brandon Cade.
No gain right
Defensive
there.
line of Mill Creek read that screen pass perfectly.
Jackson along with number 41, Christian McIntyre.
Miles Jackson will get another tackle tonight.
So not an ideal sequence for the Lions right there. Open up the second quarter on their first offensive possession. So we're going to 4th down and 17, and Albert Chang will be punting away from his own end zone. Parker Roble back deep for the Hawks. Been calling his name a lot tonight. Doing a good job. It's a low line drive kick, and it will get past Roble. And Roble will try to corral it. He touched it. Makes a man miss. He's got a lot of room now. They'll turn it upfield. Roble streaking. There he goes. 30, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown. Wow. Parker Roble makes something out of nothing right there.
You got to tackle. Okay.
Nice punt return ball number 20, Parker Roble. Makes the score Mill Creek 20.
You can't afford as many errors like that when you're going against a team as good as Mill Creek.
And the extra point is up, and it is good. So your score here with 9 minutes left in the second quarter is Mill Creek 21, PRHS 10. So we're back here after the Mill Creek touchdown.
Short kick.
And that'll be fielded by number 2, Taurus Bowie. Runs into his own man, and then he's tracked down at the 14-yard line. Lions are getting out of sorts right now. 21 unanswered points put up by Mill Creek, and the Lions are just struggling to figure it out on all cylinders, it seems like.
See what Stanton will dial up here. Trying to get him back in this game.
Lions first and 10 for their own.
The Lions really need to cut this to a one-score game before halftime to really keep them in it.
Brandon Cade up the middle.
There you go. Good run.
Nice little square across for about 6 or 7.
Now goes to number 4, Brandon Cade.
He'll lower his head, get in there.
Gain of 8 brings up second down and 2.
Yeah, gain of 8 actually, so it'll bring up a second down and 2. Solid positive yardage there for Brandon Cade on first down.
I'll get the wireless and just bring it out over. We'll do a man on the street interview.
He's got trips on the right with Michael Hernandez on an island.
We'll give it to Cade again. Looks like he will punch it forward.
Nice effort
That'll be
by
good enough for a
number
first down.
3 on the carry.
The Lions open up with a couple of run plays, moving the chains. Good to see after
Took up
a
on
bunch
the
of penalties
57 time to
in
read.
the last offensive possession.
Way to stay resilient through those past couple of touchdowns from Mill Creek.
Kingsbury. That's Michael Hernandez on a stick route.
Just such great route running there.
14, Michael Hernandez.
That'll be good enough for about 13 yards right there, moving the chains again.
On the stop.
See this Peachtree Ridge getting their rhythm again.
This guy's got a good field thus far. Flowing, everything's going good.
Timeout. It is a gain of
Looks like there's an injured hawk on the field. The official will take an official's timeout. We'll step away. We're back here. Mill Creek player helped off the field right there. So it'll be a first down and 10 from the 40-yard line. It'll be a handoff to Brandon Cade, and that's stuffed. Seems like they went to the well one too many times right there with the handoff. Mill Creek's defensive line starting to figure things out, it seems like.
To 23 Miles Jackson with yet another tackle tonight.
Wilson 2 brings up second down and 12.
We have flowers or not? Let's get a bigger celebration of food, maybe a brownie or something.
Yeah, right. She said, I'm taking her to Disneyland last week. So.
There you go.
Second down and 12 here. We'll fake it to Kid.
6.
They'll get about 3 yards back with that screen pass.
So Elijah Rankin on the completion right there.
Should be 3rd and 10 for the Lions.
Williams in on the hit for Mill Creek. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 10 for the Lions.
And now they got Michael Hernandez on the side with the trips on the slot receiver here.
There's Taurus Bowie at the top of your screen, up top on an island now. So Stansel draws up here on 3rd down and 10. Big play for this Lions offense. See if they can't convert. They'll send Jemiah Williams in motion, and they'll throw it. Not much doing there, even if that pass is complete. Defender right on top of Taurus Bowie right there. So I'll bring up 4th down and 10 for the Lions, and we'll be see Albert Jang on to punt for the 5th time tonight.
It's like these refs really not pulling the flag for PI at all tonight on either side. Looks like Michael Hernandez is going to shake free there if you just stayed a little bit longer in the pocket.
So Mill Creek's got a new guy back deep. It's Kamari Glover. And he will field it. Shake the first man. Got a little bit of running room. And he will be corralled right about the 41-yard line. Check that 42-yard line. And that's what we'll see Mill Creek set up
Mill
shop.
Creek takes over first and 10 at their own 42 with 6:11 to go in the first half.
See what Benning said to Zion? That man played all 14 straight years like that for 7 years. Reddick playing now in New Orleans now? Yeah, Reddick's in New Orleans.
So it looks like Mill Creek got a new quarterback in right now. That's MJ Patterson, a junior, number 14 at quarterback. They'll give it to number 1, Lee Jackson. Run around the edge, cut back upfield, and he will, and he's got a blocker, and it looks like he will go all the way. Yes.
There's
Lee
got to be
Jackson,
some. There's holding on
touchdown.
that play. Then they call it there.
Handoff goes to number 1, Chancellor Lee
You can't
Parker.
overcommit too when they run
Had
to
him
one
bottled
side of
up.
the field.
The entire defense commits to that left side of the field.
Nice effort by number 1, Chancellor Lee Parker on
Just
a
a couple
long
blockers
touchdown.
out when he
It
gets
makes the
back
score,
upfield.
Mill Creek 27, Peachtree Ridge 10.
So barring this extra point, that will be 28 unanswered points by Mill Creek.
You got to take better angles when you're tackling.
We just can't tackle. I mean, they're strong. We're not hitting the low left.
Kick is up, and it is good. So that is 28 unanswered points by Mill Creek. Your score with 5 minutes and 53 seconds left to go in the first half. Mill Creek 28, Peachtree Ridge 10. We'll step away. So Mill Creek set to kick off again here. Be a D-kip. Looks like Brandon Wright will field it at the 5-yard line.
21.
Not much doing there. Moving lateral instead of vertical.
Number 21, Brandon Wright off return for the Lions.
Peachtree Ridge really just needing,
Number 49,
desperate need of some big plays here.
Tyler Dayoff.
Looks like backup quarterback Nick Best checks in for the Lions. See if he can work anything.
Lions will start their drive on their own 9-yard line. Check that, their 8-yard line.
So looks like a handoff to Nick Best.
Handoff goes to number 4,
Brandon
Brandon
Cade.
Cade.
Nick Best is in a quarterback right now.
Number 55.
Not much doing there. Good enough for about a 1-yard gain. 2-yard gain.
Number 55, Noah Allen, first in for Mill Creek.
Looks like we'll take a official's timeout. Looks like another Hawk is down. We'll step away. step back here. Another penalty. It looks like false start on the Lions.
False start on the
Backwards.
Lions.
You've heard that one before. So instead of starting at their own 8, it looks like they'll start at their own 3. Check that 5.
Ball spotted down the 5-yard line.
Second down.
Going to bring up
in
second down
13.
and 13 for the Lions.
Nick Best is a very good athlete. See if he can run the ball a little bit, maybe improvise in the pocket and see if he can make some plays.
So Nick Best scanning. Pass intended for Michael Hernandez on a little slant route right there. Good coverage. That's number 9. Colin Williams right there, senior cornerback. Batted away.
Number 9, Colin Williams on the coverage for Mill Creek. It'll pick up third down and 13 for Peachtree Ridge.
So it'll bring up third down and 13 for the Lions. Nick Best sends a man in motion. High snap, he corrals it, and the pass is almost intercepted over the middle. Out in front, pass intended for number 3, Chimayu. And that'll bring up fourth down and 13, and Albert Chang will be punting from his end zone yet again.
Number 19, Albert Jang back to punt. Back deep, number 4, Kamari Glover.
Albert Chang, high boot. It's going to be Kamari Glover making the first man miss. Got a couple of blockers. It looks like he'll push it down to around the 32-yard line.
On his return by number 4, Kamari Glover.
55 and 57.
Number 55, Josh Diomise. Number 57, Javon Jackson in on a stop for Peachtree Ridge. Mill Creek will start their drive from the line, 27-yard line, with 4:51 to go in the first half.
So hand it off on the middle.
As Parker again streaking, and it looks like he will come up a yard short. Senior running back Chancellor Lee Parker really having himself a night. A couple of touchdowns already. Really just having his way with this Lions defense.
Held out of the end zone by a host of
Very
blocks,
shifty back.
but it will be first and goal.
He just keep his feet going there, keep getting yardage.
Can't go pry the Lions on that one.
And it looks like they will check him out of the game. Like we said earlier, they switched to number 14, MJ Patterson, junior quarterback, a couple of drives ago.
Should be a timeout. Mill Creek.
People talk things over. We'll step away here with 4 minutes and 15 seconds left to play in the first half. Your score, Mill Creek 28, Peachtree Ridge 10. We're back here. First and goal for the Hawks on the 1 yard line. It'll be a handoff to Parker Roble. Check me. And that will be good enough for a Mill Creek touchdown. So, barring an extra point, that will be 35 unanswered points for the Hawks. We'll check the extra point.
On episode 3, season 1. I'm enjoying
With number 11, Tim Page, holding number 31, Brock Pellegrino to attempt the extra point.
So we'll see Brock Pellegrino again on to attempt the PAT. And it's up, and it is good.
The kick is good with 4:09 to go in the first half.
So, 35 unanswered points by Mill Creek, 5 touchdowns. With 4 minutes and 9 seconds left to play in the first half, your score, Mill Creek 35, Peachtree Ridge 10. We'll step away. Kick is back deep, and it will go out of bounds, so that will be a flag.
Smart play by Brandon Wright to not touch that ball and let it go out of bounds.
Absolutely, so that'll be good field position for Peachtree Ridge.
Peachtree Ridge really in need of a score here to keep this game alive.
It looks like that ball will come all the way out to the 35-yard line after going out of bounds. Like you said, smart play by Brandon Wright there.
The way of the world.
Ball will be spotted down at the 35-yard line on the line. They'll have it first and 10.
It'll be junior quarterback Nick Best in again for the Lions. First down and 10 for the 35. Just trying to get something going to disrupt Mill Creek's rhythm right now. All the momentum on that side. It'll be a handoff to Brandon Cade. And he'll push forward for about a gain of 3.
Number 4, Brandon Cade on the carry for the Lions.
Even though they haven't been doing too well on offense this night, he's been having a good game going, really keeping his legs forward, getting yardage in every run he's gotten.
Absolutely. Brandon Cade also possessing that lone touchdown for the Lions tonight on their opening drive of the game. Nick Best now. It'll be another handoff to Cade up the middle.
Let's get about 3 more yards on that one.
Number 4, Brandon Cade finds a little home in the middle for
Solid
Peachtree
runs
Ridge.
for Brandon Cade.
Stop by number 41, Christian McIntyre.
Nothing that jumps out on you, but keeps his legs turning like you said.
Third down and 4
Picking up
for Peachtree Ridge.
positive yardage to make it a manageable 3rd down and 4.
Coach Stankel still establishing that running game. That's what you got to do, because you got to keep running up the middle, get the defensive line to try to really come up the field and sling it out to the screen passes and get it one-on-one.
It'll be Nick Best on the handoff again. They'll go to Cade again, and he's got the outside. Looks like it will be good enough for a 1st down, but there is a flag on the play. We'll check it, and it looks like it will be holding against Peachtree.
So penalties have really killed Peachtree Ridge this year.
So instead of a 1st down, Lions will be looking at a 3rd down and 14.
Penalty moves the ball back to the 31-yard line.
Nick Nick Best checking the sideline there, Coach Stansel. You can see in the bottom corner of your screen.
So the one-on-one matchup with Michael Hernandez on the bottom of your screen.
Safety on top. Nick Best will throw it deep. He's got a man, Jemiah.
Oh my gosh.
Pass is here for Jemiah Williams. Nobody around him.
He almost had a
one.
touchdown there.
Nick Best probably wishes he had back.
Yeah, and that's one they wish they probably got back. That probably would have been a touchdown.
Absolutely. So a potential touchdown now turns into a 4th down at 14 for the Lions. And we will see Albert Jang on the punt for the 8th time tonight. Handles a low snap, and he will get it away. A little line drive boot. Awkwardly caught by number 4. And he's streaking across the field. Lots of speed. One man to beat, which is Albert Jang, and he will make the tackle. That's the second special teams tackle that Albert Jang has had to make tonight. But that's a nice return by number 4, Kamari Glover right there. So Mill
He's
Creek,
had 2 real good tackles tonight. Albert Jang.
Mill Creek starting in the red zone yet again.
Even though he is just a punter, he really is a great athlete.
Absolutely. You love to see that when a kicker's not afraid to stick their nose into somebody and make a play.
Mill Creek has it first and 10 at the BC Ridge 18-yard line.
This will be a handoff. It's number 1, Lee Parker, who's had himself a great night.
Nice effort by the Peachtree Ridge defense.
Good stop there by the defensive line right there for the Lions. Looks like a loss of 1 or 2.
A loss of a yard, maybe a yard and a half, brings up 2nd down and a long 11 for the Hawks.
It's Patterson.
Look at the
Roll
bootleg.
out. He's got a man. That'll be intercepted. Big play right there for the Lions defense.
That's what they need right there. Now
that.
the offense is coming, capitalize on this and get a touchdown before the half's over. Way to not get faked out by the boot by number 94, Jacob Allen there. Looks like he got a hand on him too, causing that poor pass.
Maury Banks right there. Great defensive play.
Ball spotted down between the 11 and 12-yard line at Peachtree Ridge.
So with just under a minute and a half left in the first half, the storyline becomes can Peachtree Ridge do anything here to get themselves back into this game before halftime.
I said they really need a touchdown here.
It looks like Coach Stansel will take a timeout, so we will step away.
Timeout called by Peachtree Ridge.
All right, so after the interception, Lions have it first down and 10 on their 11-yard line. Nick Best with a handoff there. Brandon Cade stuffed. Mill Creek defensive line really holding strong there. They look great all night, especially in the second quarter.
Shows that they're really biting down on that run up the middle. So see maybe coming up, Nick Best trying to pull that out and runs to the outside and get some yardage.
Absolutely. After that first 58-yard touchdown run up the middle on the opening drive for Peachtree Ridge, Mill Creek has really settled down on that defensive side of the ball. Brandon Cade in the backfield. He will get the carry again, and he's stuffed again. We got third down and 11. We have 30 seconds left to go in the half, so it looks like the Lions are just going to play it safe here. Not try anything fancy.
He's going to bring up third down and 11.
And it does not look like the Lions are going to take another snap here in the first half. So at halftime, your score is Mill Creek 35, Peachtree Ridge 10. Mill Creek is set to take the second half kickoff. Stay tuned for a couple of band performances from Mill Creek and Peachtree Ridge. We'll step away. Step back here, opening up the second half here. Mill Creek up 35-10, receiving the kick. Be number 4 taking it across the 20. 25-30. It'll tackled around the 38-yard line.
A trip by Albert Chang again with another tackle.
His third special teams tackle of the night.
Tripped up by number 19, Albert Chang. Mill Creek has it 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
So it will be the 38-yard line while Mill Creek sets up shop. And they'll go back to their original starting quarterback, number 10, Thurman Harris. And it will be a handoff to number 1, Chancellor Lee Parker. 2 touchdowns on the night, over 100 yards rushing. Really having himself a game, number 1.
Number 1, Chancellor Lee Parker on the carry. Stop by number 99, Jalen Mathis. Gain of 4 brings up 2nd down and 6 for Mill Creek.
So right here, you know they're going to be conservative. So you probably want to load the box and make sure they don't run
Like
the middle.
Parker
Just like
again, and he will be bottled up right there. Jalen Lee in there on the tackle again. Constantly calling his name. That looks like it will be a loss of about a yard. So it'll bring up 3rd down and 7 for the Mill Creek Hawks.
It'll bring up 3rd down and 7 for Mill Creek from the 41.
And we jumped off sides. That'll be a 5-yard penalty against the Lions. Turning a 3rd down and 7 into a much more manageable 3rd down and 2.
Snap offsides call against the Lions.
Colby Harris gives it to Lee Parker again. And he will scamper forward for a 1st down to move the chain. Looks like a gain of about a 4-yard. Only needs 2 there.
But it is good enough for a 1st down. It'll be 1st and 10 from midfield.
That'll bring up a 1st down and 10 for Mill Creek from midfield.
It's like Peachtree loading the line of scrimmage with about 5 rushers.
Harris drops back in the pocket. Searching, he's got a man deep. Jump ball, and it is caught. That is number 1, Chancellor
it's
Lee
dropped,
Parker.
fumbles out.
Oh, he did drop it. Almost a great play.
Even with 5 rushers, not a lot of pass rush there for the Peachtree defense.
Almost a great play by Chancellor Lee Parker right there. Like I said, he's had a great night, a couple of touchdowns, over 100 yards rushing, trying to get him involved into the pass game right there. And this will be number 46 on the carry, his first carry of the night. Donovan Journey with a solid 26-yard gain, it looks like.
Ball spotted down at the line of 28. It's going to be 1st and 10 for Mill Creek.
First down and 10. They'll give it to Journey again. This time he's stuffed up at the line.
Handoff to number 46, Donovan Journey. Number 11, Jalen Lee with the hit from Peachtree Ridge.
Did I make it in here? No.
Gain of 2 brings up 2nd down and 8. Yeah, 2nd down and 8.
After the 2-yard gain by Journey there, it'll bring up a 2nd down and 8 for Mill Creek.
Yeah. Still 3-3, John?
Like a slant caught for first down for Mill Creek.
Number 11, Tim Page.
Number 11, Tim Page.
Ball shot it down at the 15-yard line. Gives Mill Creek a first down.
So after the completed pass, it will be first down and 10 for Mill Creek at the 15-yard line. The Hawks offense have been in the red zone an awful lot tonight, putting up touchdowns when they do get down again. 46 Journey in the backfield. And we'll give it to Journey. He is stuffed though up the middle. Not much doing there.
Number 46, Dominic Journey. Number 27, Nehemiah Lamiano. Stop. Gain of 1 brings up second down and 9 for Mill Creek.
Gets more money in the home run derby than he does his contract. Hey, give 50,000 or what?
So we give it to Journey again. Just pounding the ball up the middle. That'll bring up a third down and 5 from the 10-yard line.
Number 28, Corlin Tatum on the stop for the Lions.
The offensive line from Mill Creek's getting some good movement up front.
They are just wearing that defense out. Peachtree started off hot, up 10-0 in the first quarter, and then it's been all Hawks from there with 35 unanswered points. And that brings us to here, 7 minutes to go in this third quarter. Peachtree's trailing 25 with Mill Creek threatening. And they'll give it to Journey again. You know, a lot of carries down here. And it looks like he will be pushed forward. And it looks like we ran out with the ball. We'll check the call. It looks like they will say that he's forward momentum was stopped.
That was before he blew the whistle there. You gotta, I don't know about that call right there.
Forward motion was stopped at the 11-yard line.
We're going to say that forward motion was stopped right there at the 11-yard line. It will be a 4th down and 1, and they will be going for it here. Lee Parker in the backfield, senior running back. It looks like Harris will just try to take it himself, and it looks like he did. It looks like he might be short, actually.
Quarterback keeper by number 10, Thurman Harris. Officials timeout.
And it looks like they did get a stop. So there'll be a turnover on downs right there. Big stop for Peachtree Ridge right there.
Crucial 4th down stop right there.
This will be Kyle Kingsbury back at the helm for the Lions to open up this second half.
Looking for something on offense here. So trips left. With Michael Hernandez at the slot receiver.
5-minute offensive drive by Mill Creek there, stalled at the 11-yard line. We'll see if Peachtree can do anything with it. Looks like Brandon Cade on the carry. Not much doing there, the 2-yard gain.
Looks like number 2, Noah Fairclough on the stop for Mill Creek. Gain of 3 brings up second down and 7 for the Lions.
Empty backfield as they motion Cade out. It looks like Michael Hernandez on a little.
Great dive and grab on Michael Hernandez there.
Michael Hernandez on a pass from Kyle Kingsbury.
Michael Hernandez always finding himself in an open area, giving his quarterback a chance to find him and hit him. Moving the chains yet again. So it'll be a 1st down and 10 for the Lions. Ball spotted at their own 16-yard line.
So now they're going 3 receivers to the right. Draws back the pass. Throws it out to, and it's dropped. Good
Turn for Michael
defense.
Hernandez right there. It's a good ball with better defense, though.
So like I'm airing it out here. Like Stance's play calling, letting him throw it a little bit.
Absolutely. Kyle Kingsbury on second down and 10. It'll be a handoff to Brandon Cade. A little bit of room up the middle, and he'll push that ahead. About a 5-yard gain.
I mean, not a lot of big runs except for that first one from Brandon Cade, but he just keeps getting yardage. Averaging probably about 5 yards per carry.
So we third down and long 4 for Beech Tree Ridge. Senior linebacker Noah Faircloth for Mill Creek. And then on a lot of tackles tonight. Kingsbury will check. And he's got Brandon Wright open in the flat. And that'll be good enough to move the chains again.
Good play call.
So a little bit more rhythm here on the opening offensive drive here in the second half for the Lions. Picking up a couple first downs. Kyle Kingsbury seems a bit more poised. Just trying to get anything started here.
So that's got a flood concept right there when you run 3 receivers to the right and make use the 2 inside receivers to create levels, so the corner has to choose between the flat and the middle route. And there he just picked the middle route, so he checked it out to the flat.
It'll be a handoff to Cade, and he's streaking forward. Just like in the first quarter, there he goes, 40, 30, being chased down. They will not catch a Brandon Cade. Huge touchdown run, his second of the night.
Beech Tree is really needing that right there. Great job by Brandon Cade.
First point put up since the very first quarter of this game.
Brandon Cade makes the score. Mill Creek 35, Beech Tree Ridge 16.
Like we say all the time, those 3-yard runs turn into those 68-yard runs. Albert Jang. PAT is up, and it is good. So, Lions finally scratching it here in the second half. We're score with 4 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Mill Creek 35, Beech Tree Ridge 17. A step away. So after the big touchdown run there by Brandon Cade, cutting the lead.
That puts him at over 127 yards rushing tonight. 2 touchdowns. And a great night, Brandon Cade.
Number 4 again on the return for Mill Creek. Been lethal all night. There he goes again, streaking over. And the tackle was finally made by Justin Brown around midfield. Looks like it'll be slide at the 45-yard line. And that's where Mill Creek will start their second offensive possession of this second half.
Looks like the ball will be spotted around the 44-yard line of Mill Creek. The Hawks will take over first and 10 with 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. Yes, sir. You know why? No, 4-3. 5. Minnesota had tied it up earlier. 5-3. I think you said 4-2.
Yeah, it was 3-3.
Oh, was it bases loaded? No. Yeah, he tied it.
First down and 10 here, the 39-yard line. They'll give it to their main back, and that's number 1, Chancellor Lee Parker.
Halo goes to number 1, Chancellor Lee Parker. It'll be a gain of 9, brings up second down and 1 for Mill Creek.
They'll bring up second down and 1 for the Hawks. Lee Parker still in the backfield. They'll give it to him again, and he will punch it forward. Good enough to move the chains there.
Halo once again to number 1, Chancellor Lee
Needed
Parker.
1, got 7.
Number 28, Corlin Tatum on the stop.
Peachtree didn't have another stop here to keep us the game still.
For a first down. It will be first and 10 Mill Creek from the Peachtree Ridge 40-yard line.
They want to get back in this game. They want to work on keeping that lead down or getting it down before the fourth quarter starts.
Deficit currently sitting at 18 points. 3-score game. That'll be another solid run on first down. Looks like about a gain of 6 for Lee Parker.
Number 22, Keith Gabadon on the stop for the Lions.
Lee Parker well over 100
The
yards
6 brings up
in
second
this
down
game rushing.
4 for Mill Creek.
Student section's dwindled down a lot.
So it'll be Harris taking the snap. Checks to Lee. And he is hit hard. That's number 27 right there.
There'll be a holding call on Mill Creek.
Number 27, Nehemiah Mariano. Number 28, Corlin Tatum on the stop. Flag on the play, holding against Mill Creek.
That will be coming back right there.
Now, the first 3 guys on was a walk, a hit by pitch, and a walk. That'll kill you.
So I can figure it out better when I look at it.
Ball's back to the 47-yard line.
Or so I don't have to.
The backs him up to the 47-yard line. Harris with a pitch out to Lee Parker. Jalen Lee, though, is there.
Man, Jalen Lee just
Man alive.
showing off the strength there with that tackle.
Finished up there by Keith Gabadon.
Look at delayed toss there. Way to stay patient, wait for that to develop, Jalen Lee.
Absolutely staying home, not necessarily committing too early right there. On the pitch.
Third down and 25 for the Hawks.
Like Peachtree Ridge, you got to stay real far back, make sure nothing gets behind the sticks.
Absolutely. Keep everything in front of you through the secondary. I'll bring up a long 3rd down and 25. And they will just run a little draw play to Lee Parker, and he will be wrapped up.
Number 94, Jacob Allen, looks like.
It's a great defensive sequence right there. Much needed punt here for Peachtree Ridge. It'll be Michael Hernandez back deep to receive this punt. See if he can't make a play with his legs.
Going to be 4th and 23 for Mill Creek. Back to punt number 31. Rob Pellegrino.
Michael Hernandez back to return this punt.
Peachtree Ridge, number 14, Michael Hernandez.
Make this get the punt away. It looks like it
go
will be
fair catch it.
caught at the 16, 17-yard line. So that's where we will see the second offensive drive for the Lions.
Ball will be at the 17-yard line of the
See
line.
Brandon Cates can still keep the wheels turning.
51 seconds to go.
Only 51 seconds left to go in the 3rd quarter. That just shows you how much clock Mill Creek has been eating up on their offensive possessions.
They've really been eating up the clock with those run plays.
No points to show for it, but time is dwindling. So ideally, it would be another quick score here for the Lions offense to cut the lead down to 11 going into the 4th quarter. We'll see what Coach Stansel has drawn up here. It'll be Kyle Kingsbury with Brandon Cade in the backfield. They'll motion him out. They'll swing it out to him. into low throw, and that will be incomplete. Bringing up second down and 10.
There's pass to number 4, Brandon Cade is incomplete. It'll bring up second down and 10 for the Lions.
They dialed up the screen pass there, just a little too low for Brandon Cade.
Brandon Cade in the backfield again. Kyle Kingsbury dropping back in the pocket, searching. Goes to his second option right there. That's number 6, Elijah Rankin, over the middle of the field, going through his checks right there.
Way to go through every route there, making sure to find someone wide open.
Very poised in the pocket. Kyle Kingsbury looking very good in the second half.
Way to get out of bounds too by Rankin. Stop that clock. They're going to need as much time as possible. They want to make this comeback happen.
Absolutely. 33 seconds left to go in this third quarter, and the clock is running. Lions will try to go a little bit hurry up here. Brandon Cade, Kyle Kingsbury is right. They'll run out. They'll hit him on a little bubble. Incomplete though. Pass a little high.
Kingsbury's pass at number 4, Brandon Cade is incomplete. Bring up second down and 10 for the Lions.
Thirteen seconds left to go in this third quarter. Kyle Kingsbury, second down and 10, will be a handoff to Brandon Cade, and that is stuffed immediately. This Mill Creek defensive line really figuring things out. 2 tacklers in there, 49. Cameron Hines.
That'll be the end of the third quarter with Mill Creek leading 35, Peachtree Ridge 17.
We'll step away. 12 minutes left to go in the game. It's third down and 13 here. Kyle Kingsbury scrambling, still scrambling, and he will be sacked. That's number 23, Miles Jackson. We're calling his name a lot tonight, the senior defensive end. Really making his presence felt in the backfield all night. Salvaging will come on a punt.
Ball's on the play, so we're going to fourth down and long for Peachtree Ridge. Back to punt, number 19, Albert Jang. Back deep for Mill Creek, number 4, Kamari Glover.
Back deep for Mill Creek is number 4, Kamari Glover, who's had numerous punt returns. It's a low line drive kick. It will bounce up and not be touched. Oh, did pick it up. Oh, and he will take it. That's number 4. Streaking again. It's Albert Chang, who he has to beat again, and he makes a man miss. And he will be spun around and brought down at the 25-yard line.
It's a good effort on that punt return. Wow.
You rarely see that after a defender touching it. The punt returner will go back and pick it up.
Good vision by the returner to see nothing after that first defender.
Absolutely. Great field position again for Mill Creek. Starting at the Peachtree Ridge 24-yard line. And it will be a handoff. Looks like number 89 right there.
Number 89.
That is Joseph Robinson.
Number 28, Colin Tatum on the stop.
Robinson, just a sophomore. Trying to give him reps here up big in the 4th quarter. Harris still in at quarterback. And he'll give it to Robinson again. He'll take it to the outside. It looks like they will wrap him up for a gain of about 1, if that. Clock just hit 10 minutes to go left in the game. Mill Creek threatening here, up 35-17. Harris will check to the sideline. And they'll give it to Robinson again on 3rd down and 1.
Number 89, Joseph Robinson. Number 22, Keith Gaviton in there for Peachtree Ridge.
It looks like they will stop him a yard short. So we'll bring up a 4th down and 1.
It will be 4th down and 1 for the Hawks.
This will be the second 4th down and 1 attempt for the Hawks this game. Stopped earlier in the 3rd quarter. And it looks like we will have a timeout taken by Mill Creek. So 9 minutes and 3 seconds left to go in the game. Your score is Mill Creek 35, Peachtree Ridge 17. We'll step away.
So it'd be 4th and very short. Be sure
taking-
stacking the line.
For the second 4th down stop of the game. He will drop back and throw, and he's got a man wide open. That is number 4, Kamari Glover. Mill Creek saw what they liked. They went into a timeout, changed the play, and found a wide open receiver in the end zone.
Touchdown catch by Kamari Glover makes the score.
So,
Mill Creek 41,
barring
Peachtree
an
Ridge
extra
17.
point, your score with just under 9 minutes of play is Mill Creek 42,
With
Peachtree
number
Ridge
11,
17.
holding number 31, Brock Pellegrino, to attempt the extra point.
PAT is up, and it is good. Just under 9 minutes left to go in the game. We'll step away. And we're back here after the Mill Creek touchdown. The Hawks are set to kick it away. And it will be fielded by Justin Brown, number 1. And he is wrapped up immediately. Not much doing for the Lions on special teams in the second half.
Stop by number 80, Javon Henderson.
So it looks like they'll set up shop at about the 13-yard line.
Balls at the Peachtree Ridge 13-yard line.
Really the last chance for Peachtree Ridge here is to get a score here.
Yeah, it's desperation time for Ridge. If you want any chance of getting back into this game, you got to score, and you got to score quick.
Still checking the quarterback, Nick Best.
And it's a botch snap. Nick Best trying to make something out of nothing right there, running it. And it looks like he will make up a little bit of yardage, scampering out across the 7-yard line.
Show off the speed there. Wow. Turning a botch play into turning a for sure safety into only a small sack.
Good play with his legs right there after the botch snap. And they will check back to Kyle Kingsbury now. Brandon Kidd still in the backfield.
Is anybody blind out there? I do not want them to think that was a busted play.
The lady's on her phone over there. She just said, oh yeah, quarterback keeper. She acknowledged you.
Kyle Kingsbury scanning. And it looks like his slant route broken up. That's number 6. Dallas Hayward on the coverage. Mill Creek secondary has looked really stout tonight. Not allowing too much room. The only wide receiver really able to get open has been Michael Hernandez.
Some elite route running with Michael Hernandez tonight.
But even then, the Lions have had a tough time going vertical.
One man can't win a game.
Exactly. So you're up 3rd down and 14, 15. And Kingsbury scanning, and the pass is incomplete, intended for number 3, Jemiah Williams.
5 on the coverage.
And we will see another punt from Albert Jang from his own 18.
Williams is incomplete. Going to bring up 4th down for the Lions. Number 19, Albert Jang, back to punt.
Back deep, number 4.
Number 4, Kamari Glover, back deep for Mill Creek.
See if we can get a monster.
So number 4, Kamari Glover, back deep for Mill Creek. He's been lethal in the punt return game for the Hawks.
High snap.
Albert Chang looks like he will kick it into somebody.
Hit his own guy. Hit his guy in the air. It's like
Looks like the snap will be out of. It looks like the punt will be out about the 5. Peachtree Ridge is the 5-yard line.
In case you just missed it, that was a quarterback keeper by number 10, Thurman Harris, for a Mill Creek touchdown. So after the debacle in the punting game, Mill Creek punched it in for a quick score.
There's been a lot of mental errors and special team mistakes tonight.
Number 11, Tim Page holding number 15, Nicholas Calabrese, in for the extra point.
Talk about a kick in the ass there. Literally.
And the PAT is up, and it is good. So, with 8 minutes left to go in the game, your score, Mill Creek 49, Peachtree Ridge 17. We'll step away.
Alright, take it back to the house.
He's back.
Oh, that's 6. Nope, there's 12 people looking at him. Yep, he's
And he will be bottled up immediately at his own 15-yard line, and that's what we will see. The Lions offense. He will struggle to get anything going here in the second half.
Looks like Nick Best will check in again at quarterback.
Alright, coach. I'm gonna head out.
Sweet for a second, and then the ball was going to Franklin and bring it up. Like I thought.
She's going to take me home.
So on first down, it'll be another run by Brandon Kidd up the middle. Stuffs, not much doing there. Maybe a gain of 2 or 3.
Number 1, Justin Brown on the carry for Peachtree Ridge.
Oh, check that. Number 1. No, number 4. Number 4, Brandon Kidd on the carry.
Second game of about 3.5. Bring up second down and a long 6 for the Lions.
They have 2 tight ends in the game right now.
Screen pass, incomplete there. Nick Best.
Pass from Nick Best, and then for number 3, Danny Williams is incomplete. Brings up third down and a long 6 for the Lions.
Nick Best scanning, pressure off the edge. He escapes it.
Avoid a sack there.
Find him downfield, and it is and it is intercepted. That is number 92.
Who had a 92 from Mill Creek? You gotta let me know. I do not either.
Peachtree pass is intercepted by Mill Creek.
92.
It's up number 92 for the Hawks. Ball will be slotted down at the Peachtree Ridge 41, where Mill Creek will have it first and 10.
Ball is spotted at the 41, where Mill Creek will have it first down and 10. Clock is currently running, saying about 6 minutes left in the game. Mill Creek up 49-17. So they'll go to their backup quarterback again, MJ Patterson, the junior. And he will give it to number 80. That is Javon Henderson.
Handoff goes to number 80, Javon Henderson. Number 94, Jacob Allen on the stop. Gain of 7 brings up second down and 3 for Mill Creek.
Second down and about 4 for Mill Creek right here. Just trying to run the clock out as quickly as possible. Be another run to Henderson.
Handoff goes to number 80, Javon Henderson. Number 35, Malachi Smith. Number 33, Carlos Fuller on the stop. 4, Peachtree Ridge. Ball spotted at the 33. Bring up third down and 2 for Mill Creek.
Goes in the general league. Yeah. He's a Dodge Charger. 43 on the carry.
23 on the end-around carry. He's bottled up quickly in the backfield though.
Number 24, Justin Thomas.
So that will bring up fourth down and about 4.
He's going to bring up fourth down around 4.5 for Mill Creek.
So it looks like Mill Creek will punt here. Michael Hernandez will stay on the sidelines for this. Pretty sure he'll play it safe.
Number 31, Rob Pellegrino back to punt.
Clock reaching about 3 minutes and 44 seconds left in the game. High kick. It'll take a favorable Mill Creek bounce. It'll be filled around the 5-yard line. Quality special teams play there for the Hawks. We'll step away. So as the line set up, first down and 10 from their own 5-yard line. It'll be Brandon Cade on the carry for about 2 yards.
It's like quarterback number 9, Kobe Calhoun, and now
Kobe Calhoun, a senior. Hasn't always played football. He played baseball, dual sport athlete. This time he'll keep it, and he'll push ahead for about 4 yards. That'll bring up a third down and about 4 with 2 minutes and 20 seconds left to go in the game.
That'll bring up third down and 4 for the Lions.
Another end-around handoff to Brandon Cade, who is forced out of bounds.
Number 4, Brandon Cade on the carry for Peachtree Ridge.
So it will be another punt from Albert Ching from around his own goal line.
Number 19, Albert Chang back to punt. Number 43, Bryson Williams back deep.
Albert Ching with the low line drive kick. It's what he does best. And it's finally fielded by number 43 right there. He'll try to reverse his field. Stiff arms him, man.
Number 43, Bryson Williams on the return. Runs out of bounds and right around the 41-yard line. Oak Creek
So Mill Creek would take some knees here and just end the game.
Yeah, 55 seconds left to go. Clock is running. Still end of the night. Hot start for Peachtree Ridge.
Some mental errors really held them back this game.
Mental errors, penalties.
Started off super strong and then penalties and
Stalled some drives. Unable to keep up with Mill Creek's high-powered offense.
game that really should have been closer than it was.
Absolutely. And it looks like with 22 seconds left to go, the clock will just dwindle out.
And that will be the ball game. Final score, Mill Creek 49, Peachtree
And we
Ridge
are officially final here at Peachtree Ridge High School. Your final score, Mill Creek 49, advancing to 5-1 on the year. Peachtree Ridge 17, falling to 1-5 on the year. We'll step away for the final time.